In the dark I've walked alone, fighting shadows, facing stone. Every bruise, every scar led me right back to the start. Silent nights and restless dreams, echoes of what could have been. Every tear, every fall, built a fortress after all. But the fire in my veins burns through all the chains. You can break me down, but I'll rise again somehow. I've got an elastic heart, stretching wide, never torn apart. You can bend, you can twist, but I'll step back, resist. I've got an elastic heart, through the storm, through the dark. I'll stand tall, unafraid, with an elastic heart I've made. Whispers in the wind I hear, voices from my past so clear. Every fall, every fight guides me through the endless night. Courage found in broken ground, hope in places love was bound. Every loss, every gain, strengthened by the pain. But the fire in my veins burns through all the chains. You can break me down, but I'll rise again somehow. I've got an elastic heart, stretching wide, never torn apart. You can bend, you can twist, but I'll step back, resist. I've got an elastic heart, through the storm, through the dark. I'll stand tall, unafraid, with an elastic heart I'm made. And when the world turns cold and every story's told, I'll find my way through night and day. With an elastic heart I'll stay. And when the doubts creep in, I'll find the strength within to face the fight with all my might and begin again. I've got an elastic heart, stretching wide, never torn apart. You can bend, you can twist, but I'll snap back, resist. I've got an elastic heart, through the storm, through the dark. I'll stand tall, unafraid, with an elastic heart I'm made. I've got an elastic heart, stretching wide, never torn apart. You can bend, you can twist, but I'll snap back, resist. I've got an elastic heart, through the storm, through the dark. I'll stand tall, unafraid, with an elastic heart I'm made. Paths unknown, I've walked them all, climbed the highest, braved the falls. Every scar, every mark guides me through the dark. In the silence I find peace, in the struggle sweet release. Every wound, every ache makes my heart stronger to take. But the fire in my veins burns through all the chains. You can break me down, but